What's up, guys? It's Eric from Rare Candy, and today we're back with the fourth and final round of the recent league challenge I got to attend. So, on the left here, we have John Oglesby, who has been um, pretty successful in the tournament so far. I believe he's actually undefeated at this point. He's playing Water Toolbox on the left, so that means he's playing things like Seismitoad EX, Manaphy EX, and just a variety of different water attackers to deal with different types of matchups. And then on the right, you have myself, actually playing Night March, being a scumbag. um, but I figured since Karen is probably going to be printed in the next set, which is a supporter that's going to disrupt Night March a lot, and with the rotation coming up that's going to get rid of Night March, I figured may as well play it in a tournament while we still have it. So, and here I just edited it for the sake of time. It was a while before the round actually started. But here it looks like John is going first, and he's opening up with an Articuno. And this is actually a Pokemon that could be a big problem for Night March because it has I believe it's the Delta Plus Ancient trait. And basically, when Articuno takes knockouts, because of this Ancient trait it has, it gets to take an extra prize card. So typically, what makes Night March so good is that you're only giving out one prize for each attacker that you have. But Articuno can kind of be problematic. But if he can't retreat this, we might be able to actually knock it out, just because Night March can, hit for a lot of damage on the first turn of the game. So here, what is John going for? Okay, Seismitoad, that's definitely an important card to get. If he can get down a turn 2 Quaking Punch with a Fighting Fury Belt, Seismitoad might be safe, actually. And it looks like John is torn between playing this Hoopa, just because he knows that Hoopa is weak to Pumpkaboo and Mew. And I believe he just opts to Sycamore it. But honestly, I probably would have preferred him to play it and get out Manaphy and also Aegislash. That is a card that could be big in this matchup as well. Aegislash EX, since it prevents all damage to it by Pokemon with special energy. And Manaphy is really important just because you do need to free retreat a lot of these Pokemon. So, luckily he did draw the Manaphy, but at this point, if he doesn't have Aegislash, I don't think there's much of a point to actually play it down right now. And he does have Fighting Fury Belt, so he is opting to put it on the Articuno just to make it harder for us to knock out. It's not unheard of for Night March to do 160, which is how much we would need to knock out this Articuno, but he just wants to make it more difficult on us if possible. So here we got a Trainer's Mail for a Battle Compressor, which is always what you want to see on the first turn when you're playing Night March. So it looks like I'm just eyeing down 3 Lampents, which is pretty typical for a Night March player. Here I believe I'm just checking to see what all is prized in my deck and what all I'm going to have access to, how many DCEs are in there, how many puzzles at times, etc., etc. Okay, so just getting 3 Lampents, like I said, that seems perfectly fine. We do have DCE in hand, it looks like, which is nice as well. Oops, there goes an Ultra Ball. Alright, so Ultra Ball, and we will be able to get rid of another Lampent, which is great. And probably get rid of a Trainer's Mail, that seems fine. I'd imagine we're probably going to grab a Shaman here, if I had to guess. And so we do have 4 Lampents in the discard already, so that means we're swinging for 80. We do need to get 4 more Night Marchers. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going for the Joltik here. I'm not sure what I have in hand, but let's see. Okay, I already have Shaman in hand, that's why. And here, I actually get Target Whistle, which is really nice because now I can bring up that Hoopa again, and that'll probably be a free 2 prizes at some point in the game. I do think I probably should have put DC on that Pumpkaboo before using Floatstone. Well, let's see what we get here. We still need more Night Marchers in the discard. And we need that Dimension Value, which we got as well, so that's nice. So if we can get another Battle Compressor, that would be a big help here. I can't see what our options are for the trainer's mail. I do know we have Joltik in hand, so if we get an Ultra Ball, that'd be great. I think I'm debating between Fighting Fury Belt and Sycamore, it looks like. And there, I'm just showing John, like, I can't make up my mind. So if anyone knows me, I'm a terribly indecisive player when it comes to, um, I guess, like smaller, less obvious plays. So if anyone ever has to play against me in a tournament, I'm sorry if I take a while. But here we're opting to grab the Sycamore. I'm not sure what we have in hand. I think a trainer's mail, maybe? Maybe that's why we're debating. Oh, we have a Shaman, that's what it is. So just in case we whiffed a draw supporter, we wanted to have a Sycamore, just in case, to get rid of these Joltics. So Sycamore, get rid of a Hex, 2 Joltics, and unfortunately a DCE, but we do play Puzzle of Time, so we will be able to get that back at some point. So we just need 2 more Night Marchers in the discard, and we will be able to knock out this this Articuno. So let's see what we get here. Now, actually, if we hit Escape Rope, that would actually be nice as well, because that way we could actually take 2 prizes potentially. But anyways, here we hit the Battle Compressor, discard the Pumpkaboo. We do need 1 more Night Marcher in the discard, I believe, if I counted right. So I'll probably put another Pumpkaboo, and I'm not sure what else we need. Maybe a supporter that we could use for later. Okay, and there I'm just opting to just only do the 2. I know we do have another Battle Compressor in the deck, but I think I wanted to save that, you know, maybe for later for some reason. I don't know. So there, we'll get rid of N. Okay, grab Mew. You know, that way if he plays Megaphone, we'll also have a free retreater, you know, in case that Floatstone goes away. And I guess I opted not to discard any more supporters with the compressor since I have teammates and N in my hand, and Hex is already in there. So basically, a lot of my tech supporters have already been discarded. So let's see here. Water Energy on Seismitoad, and unfortunately, he didn't hit a Max Elixir last turn. That would have been really big here because he really needs to Quaking Punch and start locking my items since, you know, even though I have a lot of stuff in the discard already, Night March is still very item reliant. I still play things like Acrobike, Versus Seeker, Puzzle of Time. And here, this is what I was talking about. If he had access to Manaphy EX, he could actually bench that Aegislash and free retreat into it. And so here, he does have an energy switch. I'd probably play that to get the energy off this Toad. But he does have the Rough Sea, so I think he's just kind of betting on the fact that I won't be able to bump his stadium out. But here we see a Sycamore. And I believe there's still 2 D-Valleys left in the deck, so between that and hitting another DCE, we will have a way to get rid of that stadium, which we do. So there's the Dimension Valley. And I believe we still need another Night Marcher in the discard pile, because I think we were only hitting for 160. Actually, I think it is 180 because I think we Ultra Balled a Pumpkaboo away after Battle Compressing last turn. Okay, I'm really not sure what else I really need at this point. We're knocking out this Seismitoad EX. Looks like we do have actually 2 Puzzles of Time. Ooh, and there's an Escape Rope, and I believe it's a DCE and Escape Rope that I have to choose between, which is horrible. Because if I'm not mistaken, Lysander is prized this game, and Escape Rope is our only way to get around this Aegislash. But we do hit the Lysander off the prizes anyways, and we do have the double Puzzle of Time, so we have plenty of ways to actually get around this Aegislash. And if we have Versus Seeker, we also do have Hex Maniac in the discard pile to shut off Aegislash's Mighty Shield ability. Okay, and here I'm just recounting everything just to make sure I'm hitting for enough, because Aegislash is actually resistant to Psychic, so it forces me to do a little bit more damage here. Okay, here we're going to do Hex Maniac, shutting off that ability. And it looks like I'm contemplating a double puzzle here, which seems fine. Probably just grab DCE, and maybe that other DCE we discarded early on. Since we have the Escape Rope in hand, we could also potentially grab Target Whistle again and bring up, another EX from the bench, but I don't think it really matters at this point. The only EXs we really actually want to see hit the board for us is going to be Hoopa and Shaman. And Hoopa is already on the board, so I don't believe there is a Shaman in the discard, so I think the 2 DCs is probably the better play here. Here we see a Night March for the knockout, going down to 1 prize. And unfortunately for John, I really just don't know what you would do here. I think you really need to get that Aegislash back in the deck. So here we see a Hex, and he bumped the Stadium, so he was trying to make it a little bit more difficult, but I can just retreat into the Joltik for the game there. Alright guys, so that was our coverage of the League Challenge. I ended up finishing second, John ended up finishing third, and Brian Fox, actually, from the last round, the Trevenant player, he actually finished first in this tournament. He was the player I lost to, so that's why I got second. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this tournament series. I know it was only a League Challenge, so it's not as exciting as something like Nationals or maybe some of the other tournaments. But I was happy to still get some footage of this Fates Collide format before Steam Siege comes out, and have some videos for you guys. But as usual, guys, feel free to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our merch at rarecandytcg.com. That way y'all can get a nice looking play mat like that Night March one I'm playing with in this match. And we will see you guys for the next one, okay?